A future symbol that a lot of people like to look for analysis with and conduct trades on is going to be the S&P 500 index. And inside of futures, individuals are able to trade contracts from the S&P 500. So how do we do that? Well, inside of our trading platform, I'm going to go to New, click Chart, and where it says Instrument, I'm just going to type that in, S&P, and see if I can find anything listed here in the descriptions. To help isolate this out a little bit better, I'm going to click Futures to isolate the futures contracts. And what I want to look for are going to be E-mini or micro E-mini contracts relating to the S&P 500. So I'll start off with the ES, which is the S&P. Double click it and you'll see I'm on the March 2024 contract. And then I will set this to a 5-minute time frame. Once I have that selected, I'll click OK and load an S&P 500 futures chart for the March 2024 expiration date. Once the chart loads, I'll expand the window. And the first thing I want you to notice is when you look over here, it's not moving in pennies. It's moving in 25-cent increments. Those are what are called ticks. That's the minimum amount of movement on this symbol. So it moves at 0.00, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. It moves in those increments. And each of those increments does have a value. So where can we go to get all of this information related to the S&P 500? Well, I like to go right to the source. So I'm going to go to NinjaTrader.com, click on pricing, and then when I go to this website, I'm going to scroll down to where it says View Margins by Market. And what I'm going to do is look over here and where it says Enter Contract to Search, I'm going to type in S&P, hit search, and see if I can find anything. And when I'm looking, I do see right up here, E-mini S&P 500. This is going to be the exchange it's located on. This is an E-mini index. And then right here is going to be our day trading rate. This is trading within day trading hours. And then this is going to be the amount of margin required to hold the trade multiple trading sessions. So if I want to get some information on this, I'm going to click right here. And then on this page, I'll be able to see all the specifications. So right here are the months that we can look to trade on. And if I click the question mark, you'll see it's March, June, September, or December. I can't look for February contracts for S&P 500 because they don't exist. So I'm going to be looking for March, June, September, or December contracts. Right now, we're currently on the March contract. So that's what I'm going to be looking for trades on. And then here's the amount of movement, 25 cents. So each tick is 25 cents of market movement on a chart. And every time it moves, either up or down, it's going to be worth $12.50 a tick. Here's when it's open. Here's the amount of fees required, and that's each way. So keep in mind, futures contracts are round trip, meaning you have to have those exchange fees and NFA fees and clearing fees each way. So you take that and multiply it by 2. And then here's the amount of margin required for that trade with day trading hours as well as initial. So let's say, for example, you love this. This looks great, but you don't have enough in your account to necessarily trade on the S&P 500 E-mini. Well, one could look for micro contracts. And what we could do is just go back up here to search and then look here for a micro E-mini contract. And right here we see one. MES is the ticker symbol. So if I click that, we have our ticker symbol, MES. And it works on the same months as that E-mini. March, June, September, and December. And then each tick is valued at 25 cents of market movement. So every time the market moves, it's in 25-cent increments. And then each time it does move, it's worth $1.25. Here's the trading hours. Here's your exchange fees. And keep in mind, that's each way. And then here's the margin requirement needed for a single contract. So if you want to switch over, you can go back to your platform. And let's say instead of ES, you'd like to do MES. You just type it in the box, now that you know the symbol, double click it, and now we have the micro S&P 500 March 2024 contract loaded to the screen.